Welcome to the new member program. This program is for new members of the system. The program provides information regarding the structure of PERS, enrollment eligibility, contribution plans, employer reporting, how service credit is calculated, the 3 benefit packages, the benefit calculation formula, purchase of service, refund repayment, and the PERS website. The system was created by the Nevada legislature in 1947 to provide a retirement benefit for those employed with a Nevada public employer. In addition to providing members with a reasonable base benefit upon retirement, the legislature wanted to provide public employers with a tool to attract and retain quality employees. This provides qualified, well-trained employees in the public sector that benefit all Nevadans. NV-PERS is a tax-qualified defined benefit plan designed to provide you with a predictable monthly lifetime benefit upon retirement. You and your employer each pay contributions over the course of your career. All member contributions are pooled together and invested by professionals. The system is responsible for smoothing out market fluctuations over time. When you are ready to retire, your benefit is calculated using a defined formula based on your membership date in the system. Defined contribution plans, such as 401ks, IRAs, and 457 plans, can supplement your income when you retire. Under this kind of plan, you make all the decisions regarding how much to contribute, how the funds will be invested, and when and how much you will draw. Most employers offer this kind of optional plan in addition to your NV-PERS benefit. Check with your employer for more information. When you are employed with a Nevada public employer in a position half-time or more, you will be automatically enrolled in PERS. Intermittent and temporary employees may become eligible for enrollment based on work hours and the duration of employment. There are 2 ways a member can contribute to NV-PERS. As a new hire, your choice employer will automatically enroll you in the employee-employer pay plan. Under this plan, your half of the PERS contribution is deducted from your paycheck post-tax, and your employer will match it. If you terminate employment, you can refund your half of the contributions deducted from your paycheck, but this will cancel your service credit and membership in the system. Under the employer-paid plan, you pay your portion of the contribution through a base pay reduction, and your employer pays the full contribution on your behalf. You do not accrue refundable contributions under this plan. However, the contribution rate is lower, which results in a slightly higher take-home pay. You may switch to the employer-paid plan at any time. Once you do so, you must remain under this plan. It is recommended that you wait until you earn 5 or more years of service credit before changing contribution plans. The current contribution rate for the employee-employer pay plan is 17.5% for regular members and 25.75% for members of the Police and Firefighter Retirement Fund. The public employer pays a matching contribution under this plan. The employer-paid contribution rate is 33.5% for regular members and 50% for members of the Police and Firefighter Retirement Fund. This is a paycheck comparison based on the 2 contribution plans. In this example, the gross pay under the employee-employer pay plan is $2,500. After 15% deduction for income tax and $437.50 for your half of the PERS contribution, the net take-home pay is $1,687.50. Under the employer pay plan, the gross pay is reduced by 16.75%, or half of the 33.5% contribution rate. With this adjustment, the gross pay is $2,081.25. After a 15% income tax deduction, the net pay is $1,769.06. You can see that the net pay under the employer-paid plan is $81.56 more than the employee-employer pay plan. This is due to a lower contribution rate and lower tax withholding calculated on the reduced gross pay. Your member account is based on information we receive from your public employer who reports to PERS on a monthly basis. Your employer reports your enrollment date, contributions, work hours, and wages. They also tell us if your position is full-time or part-time. All this information is used to calculate your service credit, which is the years, months, and days you have with PERS. Your service credit is the decimal equivalent of years, months, and days worked in a PERS-eligible position. Your employer certifies what is considered full-time employment for their employees. 1 month of full-time work equals 0.0833. If you work less than full-time, you will receive a percentage of full-time service credit. No credit is earned when you take leave from work without pay. NV-PERS provides 3 types of monthly lifetime benefits. Service retirement is the benefit you receive at retirement based on your age, years of service, and average salary. Disability retirement is a benefit available if you need to retire due to permanent disability that prevents you from performing your job duties. And survivor benefits is a benefit that may be payable to your eligible survivors if you pass away before you retire. Eligibility for regular members is based on the date you enrolled in the system, pre-January 1st, 2010, on or after January 1st, 2010, and on or after July 1st, 2015. Pre-2010 members can retire with 5 years of service at age 65, 10 years of service at age 60, or 30 years at any age. Post-2010 members can retire with 5 years at age 65, 10 years at age 62, or 30 years at any age. Post-2015 members can retire with 5 years at age 65, 10 years at age 62, 30 years at age 55, or 33 1/3 years at any age. Members of the Police and Firefighter Fund have different eligibility requirements. Pre-2010 police fire members can retire with 5 years of service at age 65, 10 years of service at age 55, 20 years at age 50, or 25 years at any age. Post-2010 police fire members can retire with 5 years at age 65, 10 years at age 60, 20 years at age 50, or 30 years at any age. Post-2015 police fire members can retire with 5 years at age 65, 10 years at age 60, 20 years at age 50, or 33 1/3 years at any age. Years of service must be earned in a police fire position to qualify for early retirement. A formula is used to calculate your benefit based on service credit, which is the years, months, and days you earned through employment in a PERS eligible position. The service time factor, which is the percentage we calculate based on your enrollment date and your service credit, and your average compensation, which is the monthly average of your 36 highest consecutive months of salary. The results of this formula is your service retirement allowance, which is the maximum benefit available when you are fully eligible to retire. This is an example of the benefit calculation for post-2015 regular members. The members' 20 years are multiplied by 2.25% for a total service time factor of 45%. This percentage is multiplied by the $3,000 average compensation, totaling a maximum unreduced monthly benefit of $1,350. Post-2015 police fire members will stay at the 2.5% service time factor for their benefit calculation. Different rules apply to members enrolled prior to 7/1/2015. If you elect to retire earlier than your full retirement age, you can start your benefit with an early retirement reduction. The early retirement reduction for post-2010 and 2015 members is 6% for each year you are under the full retirement age. If you enrolled before 2010, a 4% reduction will apply. The early retirement reduction is prorated for months and, in some cases, for days. Disability retirement is available if you have at least 5 years of service and are unable to perform the duties of your job due to permanent physical or mental condition. Your benefit is calculated using the benefit formula, but with no reduction for early retirement. You must submit an application for disability retirement with PERS prior to the termination of your employment. Reports from you, your employer, and your medical provider must be submitted to document your condition. Your disability request requires approval by the PERS board. Your spouse, registered domestic partner, legal guardian, or agency liaison officer may complete this application on your behalf if you are unable to do so. Disability retirees have special reemployment restrictions that apply if you return to work in any capacity. Survivor benefits may be paid from your account if you die prior to retirement with a minimum of 2 years of service credit in the 2.5 years before your death. PERS statute automatically protects your spouse or registered domestic partner, your dependent children under the age of 18, and dependent parents if there are no other eligible survivors. A survivor beneficiary, if designated by you, will be the beneficiary if you are single at the time of death, or if you and your spouse's death occurs at the same time. It is highly recommended that all members complete a survivor beneficiary designation form listing one person as the survivor beneficiary who is not your spouse, a trust, or a charitable organization. PERS may be unable to pay survivor benefits unless this form is properly completed and received in the PERS office prior to your death. The completion of the form starts with entering your Social Security number in the box provided. In the member information section, enter your name, birth date, mailing address, and employment information. In the family beneficiary information section, enter the name and birth date of your spouse or registered domestic partner, if applicable. Provide the names and birth dates for any natural or legally adopted children. The family members you provide in this section will be first in line to receive survivor benefits from your account upon your death. In the Survivor Beneficiary Designation section, enter one person as the survivor beneficiary. Additional payees may also be listed to share in the survivor beneficiary benefit based on a percentage you provide on the form. If a monthly benefit is not available, your employee contributions, if any, will be refunded based on your family and beneficiary information. When completing the form, be sure to list whole numbers that total 100% in the Survivor Beneficiary Designation area. The Survivor Beneficiary for married members will be eligible only if you and your spouse die together. For single members, the Survivor Beneficiary is your primary beneficiary. You may designate a person, charitable organization, or trust in the Tertiary Beneficiary section of the form. The tertiary beneficiary may receive a lump sum refund of any employee contributions in the event you have no other eligible survivors. Your original signature is required. Typed or electronic signatures are not accepted. PERS will review the form to ensure it has been properly completed. You'll be notified in writing if corrections are needed. A copy of your form can be viewed by logging into your PERS Secure account through the website. Once you have earned 5 years of service credit, you can purchase up to a maximum of 5 additional years. If enrolled after July 1, 2015, a purchase of service will not count towards eligibility for early retirement, unless you have a qualified family medical emergency. If you refunded employee contributions in the past, you may repay for the refund and restore canceled service credit. Some members may be eligible to purchase qualifying military time. Lump sum and installment payment options are available. The NVPERS website provides a vast amount of information such as forms, publications, frequently asked questions, and notifications. Wait 90 days before creating an account. Once your account is active, you can view your service credit, employer reporting, and family and beneficiary information. You can also calculate benefit estimates and the cost to purchase service. Thank you for attending today's program. If you have additional questions or need assistance, contact us at one of our offices in Carson City or Las Vegas.